Welcome to the introductory video with support information to help you successfully complete the virtual lab related to Pre-Algebra Online Module 9, Ratios and Proportions. The objective of this lab is to use blocks to help solve applications involving ratios in order to restore the biography of a famous scientist in a museum exhibit. Let me talk first about other features of this lab before talking about the link itself. So with the pre-lab questions, I want to make sure you do take time to answer those questions. What do ratios represent and how do we represent them? And why are ratios important? So take a few minutes to answer those questions before going to the procedures. There's 7 steps in the procedures. I'll read each step individually, talk a little more about the pre-lab or virtual lab, and then go to the website itself. So number 1, it says click on the link, and after reading the page, click on the big arrow. So on that page, there's going to be a big arrow. You'll click on that to go to the next part of the website. Number 2, choose random models to the bottom right of the screen. Number 3, you will be given a series of 5-word problems. Read each problem and follow the online screen instructions. Number 5, you will work out problems and steps, and after each step, click on the green check mark. If you are incorrect, you will be instructed to try again. By the way, for this part, I will intentionally type in some incorrect answers so you can see what the feedback looks like. Number 6, after each correct answer, you will be given a clue about your scientist. Number 7, copy the final model for each problem with your answer and clue below. So when we take a look at the calculation questions, for problem number 1, it says take a screenshot of your final model, or you can also draw it by hand, and then paste that screenshot in this space down here. Scrolling down a bit further, you will have an answer. So what's going to happen is you're going to have a problem to solve. You'll build a model, take a screenshot or draw it into that space. You're going to get a numerical answer. And when you get the correct numerical answer, you type that right here in this space. And the correct numerical answer is going to unlock a clue about your scientist. And whatever clue you get, you copy and paste or type that clue into the space here. You're going to repeat that 5 times. It's getting 5 clues in total. And then once you get your 5 clues, you should be able to find out who your scientist is. So you'll enter the name of that individual right here under conclusion question number 1. And then there's one more conclusion question which you'll answer, which is why is this block model method of solving ratios useful? And that'll take you to the end of the virtual lab sheet. So that's just a brief overview of the lab sheet. Let's go talk about the website. So here I am on the Math Playground website. This top part is a banner. So I'm going to scroll down from the banner into the main worksheet here, or main website, and I'm going to click play the game in full screen mode. So I click full screen mode, and here I am now. I can see the whole screen. And this is what we call museum mishap. So in the procedures, number 1 says click on the link, which I did. And after reading the page, click on the big arrow. So I'm going to read the page. It says the famous scientist exhibit has come to the museum. Unfortunately, the biographies have been misplaced. Solve the math problems, guess the scientist, and restore the exhibit. And here's that big arrow they were talking about. So I click on the big arrow. You're going to hear a computer-generated voice as soon as I click on it. So that was the computer-generated voice saying, let's get started. Now, number 2 says choose random models to the bottom right of the screen. So I go down here to the bottom right of the screen, click on where it says random models. And we have Action Sports donated jump ropes and bicycles to the youth club in a ratio of 4 to 7. There were 33 pieces of sports equipment together. How many more bicycles were donated than jump ropes? So first thing I do is says in the instructions, read the problem, identify the ratio, and then build a model. Tap the check mark to check my work. So I'm going to start off by dragging these labels over. And it says here jump ropes and bicycles in that order. So I'm going to put jump ropes in the top label and bicycles in the bottom label. And it says it's jump ropes to bicycles in a ratio of 4 to 7. So I take these purple blocks and I drag them up here. Jump ropes, it's 4. So I drag 4 of those blocks up. And then I drag 7 here. Do it kind of quickly. And it's kind of boring watching somebody drag. I got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. And I click on the check mark. Hopefully I got this right. Got it right. Good. Now it says excellent work. I'm at the bottom of the screen. Now, can you add numbers to the model? Tap on the check mark when you're ready. So I'm going to drag, let's see, we want to know how many more bicycles were there in jump ropes. That's what we're looking for. So that's our question mark. And there's a total of 33. Click my check mark. And there we go. Okay. So now it says we want to type in a number. Okay. So we have a ratio of 4 to 7, 33. And I'm just going to type in a random number. I think it's going to be 11. I know. I'll take 11. And I type in check mark. And it says wrong. Can I find the value of 1 block? Well, at this point, I'm going to let you figure this out. I'm not going to do all the work for you. I just want to demonstrate how to navigate the website. When you get the right answer, you're going to get a clue. A clue is going to pop up over here, and you're going to take that clue and you're going to write that in on your lab sheet. So let me exit out of here, go over here to my lab sheet and go to problem number 1. And when you're going to take a picture of that model, which I was just building, take a screenshot of it or draw it, put it here. You're going to take the correct numerical answer and type that there. And then the clue that pops up, you're going to copy and paste that or type that here where it says clue number 1. And that's just a brief overview of how you can go ahead and type in or fill in the lab sheet. I wanted to show you what the clue looked like after you type in the right answer so you can physically see it. But right here it says clue number 2. You can take this clue and you would type that in to where it says, this says clue number 2 because I did this before. But on your lab sheet, since it's the first one for you, you would type it on clue number 1. So that's just what the clue looks like when you finished up. I hope that helps out. And I will talk to you again on the next video tutorial.